Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 11:51 a.m. on Eastern Time on Monday, December 12th. Hope you guys have a good weekend and also happy Monday. Apology for posting a little bit later than usual. With respect to Ethereum, $100,251, that's about 1% so far. On the over crypto market, as of this morning, so is the equity market. We have been relatively just kind of flat to down at the moment. If you look at the altcoin side of the equation on the left side of the chart, you could see that across the spectrum is relatively suppressed, not really moving much. Some are obviously a little bit more sensitive to the level of sensitivity, but across the spectrum, I would say is quite mitigated. And if you look at the equity front as well, just looking at the chart on CNBC, very clearly we up across the spectrum about 0.5%. The VIX is also slightly higher because of the FOMC meeting that's expected to happen tomorrow all the way until Wednesday, the 14th. But with respect to anticipated pressure, I do foresee some volatility happening starting on tomorrow morning all the way until the Wednesday morning at 8:30 a.m. on the Eastern Time, ideally all the way to 1 p.m., which I believe that's when the confirmatory signal, the transcript, or the reports or even like a YouTube video that will live stream Jerome Powell's verbiage on the firstly, right? What happened with the Thanksgiving holiday sales, driving the CPI number, and driving the inflationary pressure, but also with respect to the outlook of 2023, that's something that is still a big question mark. And you saw the recent verbiage from Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan, saying that 2023 might be in for another negative ride of recession going forward. So we see how that goes. And then on the media front, you can see that clearly across the spectrum, it seems like there is some mixed messages, right? Consumer sees inflation easing considerably in the next year, New York Fed survey shows. I mean, this is more of a regional survey. We don't really know what's happening on a domestic, holistic level until we get the results, right? So we have to be patient about this. So I think today being flattened or like jumping up more than 200 points is more just a normalization from the sell-off that we saw on Friday, rebalancing the logics and the technical momentum that we're seeing right now. So we have to see. And then with respect to the other stuff that we need to also look out for is which is contingent on the FOMC meeting, is the rate interest hikes. Are we going to be going with 50 basis point? Are we going to 75 basis point? Are we going to 25 basis point? Where are we going? Are we going 1% altogether? That's something we have to look out for. And I think the guidance across the spectrum from a lot of people is that we have done the 75 basis point rate hikes for the last 5 times. That's a 50 basis point, seeing some normalization. It's about to happen now. So that's something we will see how that goes. So before we dive into the technical, let's just take a look at how ARK Invest and BlackRock reacted on this past Friday. You can see that with respect to ARK Invest was a relatively flattened day, nothing really up or down. And take a look at BlackRock as well. I would say it's quite equivalent, but it's definitely more of a heavier buy day than a sell day. But you could see that across the spectrum is definitely, I would say neutral, nothing real specific in terms of the spectrum that they're shifting onto, knowing the fact that it's a flat day that is expected. And if you look at Ethereum specifically, which is something that is the key topic of discussions of our conversation every single time we have a meeting, is that, we've been staying around the same level just in a more of a relative perspective since, like, I would say, when was this? Late November all the way till now. So technically 15 plus days. But if you really look at that in the holistic spectrum, we've been kind of the same level since like November, like beginning of November. If you look back into it, also a while back, we were consolidating around this level since September. So 1250 is definitely a very strong level of substantive support. That's the reason why we're kind of gliding here. On the weekly front, you can see that we are also quite elongated with 1, 2, 3, 4 heads, looking for some sort of sell off, which is foreshadowing based on the technical spectrum. On the monthly, you could see that we are in need of some sort of a consolidation, and you could see that we are slowly forming a plateau already. So what this is saying is that short-term, daily, and weekly might see some volatility, and I think that's triangulating well with the timing of this next couple of days with the FOMC meeting and CPI report. But as we get over that monthly, it is indicating a positive bullish momentum. Same thing on Bitcoin side of the equation. You can see that we are gliding large separation, so it is looking to rebound momentarily on the monthly. Weekly and daily are showing similar affectation with similar momentum, similar trading patterns. Okay, and then on the SPY front, which is indicating the equity index front, daily it is looking okay. Weekly it is looking quite bearish actually, and monthly looking quite bullish actually. So what that really means is that daily ideally coming down to a lower level to 385 or somewhere around the spectrum of 375 as well until we rebound from here. So that triangulates well with how the crypto market is trading as well. Okay. So it's a more of a shorter one, but it does capture the essence. It doesn't seem like we have changed that much in the last couple of days so far. Or if you really look at it holistically, the last couple of months so far, we've been kind of staying around the same level at 1250. So 1250 is definitely like a super glue level, if you catch my drift. But something trivial I want to share with you guys is that I met with one of the owners of the New York Islanders. You see this? This is like a hockey puck. So Joe Ledecky, I met with him over lunch one day, and he gave me a signed signature. And I'm not much of a hockey fan, but let me know how good are the New York Islanders, which is I don't really follow hockey, so I didn't know what to talk about. I'm more of a basketball fan, as you know. But anyways, so more of a trivial thing that you guys don't really want to learn about what that is about, anyways. But if you follow my Instagram, you know that I met him recently. But I appreciate you for joining me. Have a good Monday. And I cannot believe it's Monday already. I have a lot to catch up on. But I appreciate you always. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.